It's a rat. I am live. Bonjour, y'all. My name is Brita, and today on Witches Unite, I am back for another Puzzles and Spells live stream. It has been a hot minute because Dan and I went to Europe. So it is really great to be back. I'm only streaming for an hour because my family is leaving at 5 o'clock to go have dinner at one of our favorite seafood restaurants. And that seafood restaurant is very popular and they don't take reservations. So it's also, it's a family tradition to go there. It's called Lee's Kitchen. It's it's mostly fried seafood. Like, that's their specialty is fried seafood. They do have other things. But what's special about it is that, every summer when I was a kid, my family would come spend a week in Myrtle Beach. And we would always go to Lee's Kitchen one night for dinner. Well, my dad's family did the same thing. When he was growing up, they would go to Myrtle Beach for a week, and they would always go to Lee's Kitchen one night for dinner. So it's just nice to kind of keep that tradition going. In fact, when Dan and I came to the beach ourselves back in 2020, we actually went to Lee's Kitchen, just the two of us, for dinner one night, which was really nice. So, Harry Potter, you're probably not still here, but thanks for popping off in chat and letting me know that you couldn't make it today. It's okay, I understand. Debbie, hello. How are you this evening? I hope that you are doing well and that everything continues to be okay on your side of the pond. I was recently on your side of the pond and it was delightful. And I am so glad that we got to meet in real life. So, normally when I do my Puzzles and Spells live streams, I actually have unlimited lives for at least 15 minutes. But for anyone else who plays this, you might have noticed that your login rewards are just XP. They're not unlimited lives. So I just have my 6 regular lives, but I also have the club challenge lives. So hopefully that is an hour's worth of content. I'm going to start by doing the daily puzzle. Yesterday's daily was really hard. I did not finish yesterday's daily puzzle. So we're going to see if I can do better today. All right, this is a good start with the charmed bag. Big fan of charmed bags. I'm kind of frustrated, though, because you don't want to have to use the charmed bag right away, and that's the only move that I have. Okay. I much prefer being able to pair up the charmed bag with another bonus. That's just a lot better, but that's okay. Yeah, it is really nice to be streaming again. Even though I'm on my laptop and I'm in my bedroom, mine and Dan's bedroom at the condo. So it's not quite exactly like normal, but I will have a normal stream next week. So hopefully Dan and I will have time to play Lego Harry Potter off screen so that we can get back to where I was. Debbie says she's on the daily and the classes, but not doing well in the club maze. Yeah, I struggled, and I wasn't even doing a hard club maze puzzle. It wasn't one of the creatures, and I kept getting really, really close, and so I finally just said screw it, and I used my 900 gold to get the one more life that I needed. But yeah, I spent, the game gave me 20 minutes of unlimited lives in the club challenge, and I spent all 20 of them on a single puzzle. Yeah, the club challenge can be hard, with the forest and everything. I do not feel like I'm going to get this one, but that's okay. I almost never get the daily on the first try. You know, you got to have a warm up, and then you you kind of learn what it's going to look like, and you get a feel for it, and then you can do better. So I'm going to just going to keep on trucking. Okay, so this is good to know that it looks like getting the termed bag is guaranteed. So sometimes the way a new puzzle starts up, it'll have the same, like, start, the gems will be in the same starting position. And then sometimes it's completely random each time you do it. So it is nice that I got the termed bag and that I didn't have to use the termed bag right away. Have you been home yet? That's a great question. So Dan and I flew into Atlanta Friday of last week. Like we did get to our actual house around 7 o'clock Friday night, and then we got to spend Friday night and Saturday night at our house, and then Sunday we drove to the beach. So it's been a lot. Basically, we spent Saturday. Dan was doing yard work because, of course, some things have really gotten out of hand. Even though we have a robot lawnmower, that only, takes care of so much when you're gone for a month. So he was working on that stuff. And then I did, I think, 5 loads of laundry Saturday. But then also I had to get my shot, my Stelara injection. That's the medication I take for my Crohn's. And Dan also was able to get an appointment for a COVID test, like actually at the Kroger Little Clinic, which is where I get my Stelara injections. They do, I guess, the normal COVID test. We weren't able to get one for me, but I did a COVID test at home. So we both tested negative, which was to be expected because we both felt fine. Like neither one of us thought that we had gotten sick while we were traveling. It's just like a precaution. I mean, we're at the beach this week because it's my dad's 70th birthday. So, kind of don't want to get my dad sick right before his birthday. Debbie, did you get any good Pikmin on your travels? I found a good place to get zoo and airport finally. I did, yeah. So I'm still learning about that. But Debbie, thanks for showing me kind of like how that works. I did end up getting I got a fair amount of like airport ones. Right now, I'm actually getting beach ones, which is great because as long as I do, so our condo is beachfront. So as long as I actually am in the condo when I do the little, I don't know, the little thing that finds expeditions for you, then it's always the only location is beach. So then I get beach ones, which is nice. If I'm like out and about, like we walked to dinner, so we were still by the beach the other day, but then other possibilities were available at that point. So that's been kind of fun getting the beach ones. Yeah, I can actually pull it up in a second and look. Because, yeah, I've definitely been getting, I got a lot of cool ones while traveling. But, of course, I was trying so hard to level up the ones I got in Europe so that at least while I was in Europe, I could go ahead and send one to get their, like, item from, where they were found. But I did not manage to level up any of mine while I was actually in Europe. So it was very disappointing. Debbie says, I remember the other day where we couldn't see each other on the Pikmin map. You both have to be planting flowers and have with others switched on. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I've never actually played with anybody else, so I don't entirely know how that works. That is helpful in case I meet anyone else to play with. One of my Wizards Unite friends who is semi-local, who we never actually met in person, but we're friends in the game, was excited to see my name pop up in Pikmin. I don't know if we'll ever actually meet up to play Pikmin, but it's possible. All right, let me take a quick pause from Puzzles and Spells, and I'll open Pikmin Bloom. Have not been playing a ton at the beach, mainly because I haven't been walking. Today and yesterday I didn't make it down to the beach. Yesterday I was scripting my new YouTube video, and then today I was filming my video plus doing this. But I guess Sunday and Monday I got in some decent walking and so a bit of playing. So as you can see, there's not a ton here at the beach. So, and you can also see I'm the only person playing. All of these flowers are mine. So this is where I walked on the beach the other day while playing. And then this is where I walked to dinner the other night while playing. But yeah, and then if I use this here, I only get stuff from the beach. But I'm going to save it for dinner since we're going to a different town, an adjacent town. I'm going to see if I can find something interesting. But yeah, if I sort these by date, which is what I've been doing, because like I said, I tried so hard to get the European ones maxed out on friendship. And some of them I made pretty good progress on, all things considered. Especially the ones from London and Oslo. Yeah, so this one's from Oslo. And that one's so close. But yeah, so that's a restaurant one, which is exciting. And then this one I actually do think maybe I did max this one out. But yeah, unfortunately the fishing lure is not that exciting, but it was cool because I got it in Norway. How far back do I have to go to London? Yeah, I picked up a lot in Europe. This is still London. At some point, there we go. Okay, so yeah, this pink one in the middle onward is all from Europe. But yeah, I got a little airplane one. And hi, Cindy. Welcome. Of course, a lot of them are still that roadside one, and a lot of them the river, but the water. Got some got a book one, and pharmacy, and haircut, and restaurant, more books. A lot of public transportation ones. So, but yeah, at some point I have to clean them out. I was deleting duplicates that I did not find in Europe. But I really need to go through and clean out more. I've already spent money to expand my storage because I hate cleaning them out. Yeah, this is one I got pretty far on. I just didn't quite get any of them all the way when I was in Europe to have them go get their sticker. So, and all of my squad is currently red because I flowered them all up to do a normal red mushroom, because that's my current challenge to level up. I have to clear 2 more normal mushrooms. I have to plant a fair amount more flowers. But I walked so much in Europe that for each level up, like I've already walked the total steps that I needed to. I mean, Dan and I, we were routinely walking like 20 to 25,000 steps every day in Europe. Um, so I kept joking that we're giving our Fitbits unrealistic expectations. Like even on, I think I had like 2 days when I only walked 8,000 steps. But most of the time I was walking at least 10,000 steps. And yeah, we were routinely walking 20,000 steps. I kept setting new records in Pikmin Bloom for how many steps I walked in a day. Okay, hopefully my phone battery will last long enough for the stream, especially since I'm only streaming an hour, because I don't want to charge it up. Maybe one of these days I will actually do what I've said that I'm going to do for so long and actually get a new battery for my phone. Because Dana and I were talking about that recently, because he actually had replaced the battery on his phone at some point, and it's just really made a difference in how long the charge lasts. So it would be really nice to have that. I just keep forgetting to do it because it's sort of a hassle to do it. Dang it, am I down to my stupid charmed bag? Yeah. I hate it when that is all I have is like the charmed bag and I can't do anything with it. And of course now my Fitbit's telling me I need to get up and move. Sorry, Fitbit. Debbie is at level 53, puzzle 1,595. That is awesome. I would have to go back and look at mine to see where I am, because I don't remember. Yeah, we can do that. So in addition to it being my, like we're here for my dad's 70th birthday, which is tomorrow. But by we, I also mean my younger brother and his fiance, which is so exciting because they live in Vietnam and we had not seen them since 2019 because of course, the pandemic. So it's just been really nice getting to spend time with them, and they've made us a few meals. They're both really good cooks. Like Jeremy has always kind of been like a hobby chef, and then his fiance and her kind of one of her pandemic projects is that she's been like learning how to make different types of bread. So yeah, it's been really nice just getting to spend time with them. Cindy is listening in the background, super busy. Oh, Wolfie's aid canceled services. Ugh, that is rough, Cindy. Well, I appreciate you hanging out in the background. You know, I love my lurkers. Lurkers are always welcome here. No, I keep getting so close, and then I just keep not getting this puzzle. And it's really frustrating. Especially since I don't have unlimited lives. Why don't I have unlimited lives? Okay, I have all of these power-ups. I guess I should actually use my power-ups instead of hoarding them. That's normally what I do. Kind of like Dan used to hoard like all of his potions and resources and stuff in Wizards Unite. And at a certain point, you know, like when the game's about to be canceled, you should really just use your resources instead of holding on to them. Because what are you going to do with them? Also, two things. One, I think those of you who are active in chat, which is Cindy, Debbie, and Steph. Hey, Steph. I think all of you guys are in the friggin' Nerds Media Discord. So I am basically writing a serial of the dream that I had starring the friggin' Nerds Media crew. So I need to write the update. The next part, of course, is when Lee shows up. And it's just as ridiculous as Mario showing up to go through the friggin' Nerds Media subscription box with me. So I need to finish writing out all the parts of the dream that I had, because, I mean, it was a wild trip. But also, just like, what's today, Thursday? I think it was Tuesday night, I had a dream that Wizards Unite was back, but it was coming back for 1 week only for a special event in November. Like, I don't know why it was in November. So I had this extremely detailed dream about, Wizards Unite returning to us. So that was also a really good dream. Big fan of that dream. And then I was super disappointed when I woke up, because I was obviously really upset that Wizards Unite was not coming back. Like, I just really wanted that dream to be true. Oh, but yeah, Cindy, don't worry. I've only shared part 1 of the dream so far, so it's you haven't missed the whole saga yet. It was an extremely detailed dream, though, like really detailed. Like, this is, oh my god, you guys, so close. But I only have 900 gold left. Like, I don't want to use it on one of these. Okay, I'm going to take a pause on this and go do my Hogwarts thing, my lesson. Pokemon Go Community Day. Yeah, it could be. I've slowly been cleaning out who I follow on Twitter for my Witches Unite Twitter account, and I've unfollowed a lot of the Pokemon stuff. Like, I had started following all of them because at the very beginning, of course, we didn't even have Wizards Unite to cover, and so I was following, like, Pokemon Go stuff as adjacent to Wizards Unite. But now that I'm just doing general Harry Potter content, I don't need to follow all these Pokemon things on Twitter anymore. Plus, it was, interfering with my suggested tweets and ads and everything. So, let's see. These lessons are so hard. But then, I mean, you get, like, a really good bonus when you actually finish them, so. Steph has Hogwarts on the brain. Steph dreamed we tried to midnight raid on the kitchen. Several scenes later, we are in the room of requirement, which is really a Taco Bell with hot sauce, shining hot nacho fries here. Steph, your dream sounds amazing. Like, that sounds great. A room of requirement as a Taco Bell. 100% I want to see that. Steph, I'm really glad to hear that your vertigo is better. So that's always good when you have chronic health issues, just to, every step of improvement counts. Debbie, are you feeling excited or optimistic about Legacy with all the teasers lately? Yeah, like, I'm pretty excited about it. That's actually the video that I scripted yesterday and then filmed today, is a Hogwarts Legacy video, which I'm excited to do again. I was in Europe. And even before that, like, I've mentioned this a bunch of times, but I told Dan that with Wizards Unite ending, that I, would no longer be working all the time on vacation. So, which is what I was doing the entire time with Wizards Unite. So, of course, like, the state of play was at the beginning of our anniversary uh, weekend, and I just couldn't really do stuff that everyone else was doing just because of the timing. And then other stuff, like, the timing has just not been good for other stuff going on in my life. But, you know, that's balance for you, trying to learn balance as a content creator. You think I would know it by now, but I don't. Okay. Y'all, this puzzle, I spent 20 minutes on it to beat it once, and I had to use my 900 gold to get one more life, like, to get 5 more lives. I am struggling hard with this puzzle, and it's not even one of the hard ones. Oh my gosh, Steph! I cannot believe you broke your foot and you've been having vertigo and other health stuff. I hope that July is so much better for you. Just so you can just relax and rejuvenate and feel better. Cindy, yeah, so I really don't like the phrase holiday 2022. I honestly just think it's bad English. Like, like, say holidays or holiday season or something. It's just that holiday 2022 is just poorly written. Just from, like, a writing perspective, it's really badly written. So, yeah, Steph is hoping that the Summer Game Fest events will lead to a release date. Yeah, right, Cindy, like, this winter, this December, something completely normal and not weird, like, holiday 2022. It's just so bizarre. Yeah. Maybe I'll actually get this puzzle. I don't know. Trying so hard. Such a struggle. The most committal, non-committal statement ever in existence. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, it's just like, hey, here's this really vague time frame that we're going to give for when this game is going to come out that all of you are really excited about. You know, it's fine. It's totally fine. Ugh. I'm not going to get this puzzle again. I'm so close. But I don't want to spend another 900 gold on it. Yeah, I mean, yay, we're definitely going to get the game this year. That's good. But it would be nice to know, like, when we're getting the game. So, that's okay. Also, can you guys help me in my campaign to convince Dan that we should try and buy a PlayStation 5? Because I kind of want to play the game on PlayStation 5, and he doesn't want to spend the money for us to have a PlayStation 5 for one game. Which is true, because he asked me, he's like, well, what are you going to do on it besides, like, what is the point of having a PlayStation 5? And I said, to play Hogwarts Legacy. And he said, and what else? And I said, that's it. So, I don't know. I just think it would be really fun. Like, ooh, it turned back with a key. Maybe I will actually win this one. Cindy says compromise and ask him to play It Takes Two with you on the PS5. What is It Takes Two? Actually don't know how useful that is. Although now I have that song stuck in my head, like, it takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. It takes two. I probably am not getting the words right. That is, that is one of the jokes in our household is that I don't know the words to songs. And it's a very true joke. Like, I just... In fact, that's also one of the things is, like, anytime I do know the words, for a song, I'm like, you're so impressed, aren't you, babe? And then he has to be impressed. Basically, I know the words to Billy Joel songs and Taylor Swift, and that's it. It Takes Two, Lynette and Jeff covered it. The game was one of the picks for Game of the Year for 2021. Okay. Yay, I actually won this game. I just had to use 3 of my power-ups at the very beginning in order to win this game. But that's okay, because I am progressing to the next puzzle in the forest. It's about a couple on the verge of divorce, and they have to learn to work together cooperatively to solve puzzles and get past challenges. I mean, we definitely enjoy puzzles. Puzzles are fun. And I do like the idea of, like a cooperative game. I love playing cooperative board games, for example. But yeah, it's interesting. So that reminds me of one of the kind of ongoing conversations on Hogwarts Legacy. And there are so many players who are still asking for the game to be multiplayer. And I'm thinking about doing a video on why Hogwarts Legacy, it's good that it's not going to be multiplayer. Because I think, yes, I would love, just an open Hogwarts game that could be multiplayer, and I think that that's what people are thinking of when they're asking for this. But based on the storyline that we have for Hogwarts Legacy, I just think the storyline cannot exist in a multiplayer game. So, yeah, okay, exactly, Cindy. Okay, we're gonna have Magic Awakens, and that'll be that is gonna be multiplayer. So why is that not enough for people? I don't know. But yeah, something about doing a video on that, because I just... I have so many personal reasons why I actually think it would be awful having to have multiplayer. It's not that I don't like other people. It's that I don't trust other people. That's basically it. I don't trust other people. So, hey Jose, thank you for dropping by to say hello. I appreciate it. Okay, back to stuff. She said other features include, use it to play streaming services like Hulu, YouTube, etc. Any of the 218 free-to-play downloadable games, plus exclusive Hogwarts Legacy content. See, Steph, you need to tell Dan all of this. Convince Dan that we should do it. Although we do have... So the thing is, so our TV upstairs in our bedroom is a smart TV, so we can already use that for streaming services. And then, and then downstairs, our TV is, it's not hooked up to a TV in a traditional sense. We have a large screen like a television, but it's actually a computer. And so we also are able to do all the streaming services because we just use our browser. So that's not going to be a selling point for him. Okay. My charge is still doing okay. free-to-play games. I mean, I could learn how to play other games. I could do other games. I don't know. Stuff. These folks are gamers of the Halo Fortnite realms. They have no concept of anything but an MMO. Yeah, the storyline is not built for an MMO. Like, I don't understand how people just don't get that. Like, so all of us are going to be a mysterious fifth-year student who's connected to ancient magic, who's taken under the wing of an enigmatic professor? That makes zero sense. Like, we can't all be special if we're playing in the same universe together. That's just not how things work. Anyway, like I said, I think I'm just gonna do a whole video on it because I'm kind of tired of seeing that pop up all the time. Like, oh, it needs to be multiplayer. It's like, look, not everything needs to be multiplayer, you know? So, Jose says, entry level for Hogwarts Legacy is too high for me. We don't own a TV, whether smart or not, let alone a console. I mean, if we don't buy a PlayStation, I'll just be playing on my computer. But I do know, like, I have a computer that's pretty good for gaming because Dan built it for me, like, for video editing. So, like, it has a pretty good graphics card and stuff. So and that's the thing, it's still going to be good for gaming. Like, it's still going to be, like, perfectly fine for Hogwarts Legacy. It's just that, like, I want all of the cool PlayStation things that they are selling really hard on the PlayStation blog. Jose, I feel you on that. I have so many books. Like, they're just, it's a lot of books. I love books. Like, reading is my favorite hobby. I love real books, but I love my Kindle too, because my Kindle meant that I could read a bunch of books while I was in Europe and only carrying, like, this small, like, lightweight thing. And, you know, sometimes I'll read something first on my Kindle and I'll like it so much that I'll buy the actual book. In fact, I can show you guys what I did most recently. So, this book was free for Prime reading. So if you have Amazon Prime, you could get the Kindle book, different than Kindle Unlimited, which costs extra. So it's Tiny Habits. And so I read this on my Kindle. I started, like, a couple days before we left for Europe, and then I read it in Europe. I don't read nonfiction straight the way I do fiction, so I would read, like, a chapter of this and then read a novel, and then a chapter of this and then read a novel. But, like, this is so life-changing that I bought the paperback book, and then I'm using the paperback book to, like, go through the exercises. So I've been working on the first couple of exercises this week, and then I'm going to do more when we get back home. Okay, but yes, and I have many other books in my library that I got first on Kindle for either free or cheap, and then I liked them so much that I bought them in paperback. Debbie, have you been okay health-wise in your travels? Yeah, so, like, my Crohn's has been fine. Like, yeah, like, I haven't had any pain, which is great because in Europe is when I really started expanding my diet, which, I mean, was kind of the whole point of me having surgery, was so that I could eat like, normal food again. And I started doing that in Europe. So I had, you know, like, raw vegetables and beans and things and nuts. Like, all the things that I haven't been able to eat like literally since 2018. I was eating all of that when I was in Europe, and it was so nice. And I didn't have any pain, which is great. So the one bummer, is that even with my surgery, I mean, I'm now more than 6 months past having surgery. Like I definitely still have symptoms of Crohn's disease, and that is frustrating. But I also knew that was going to be a possibility because sometimes people have surgery and their symptoms never go away. So like I basically still have diarrhea all the freaking time, which is not fun at all. And it's hard for Dan, like when we're traveling and we're having to share a bathroom. So that's not been the best. But, I've learned how to deal with it. And for me, it's the pain was the hardest thing because having pain was what was really debilitating. And that's like I haven't had pain, which is what's really important. Steph is going to play on the Switch, so it's not to argue with her children for the TV use. Thank you, Jose. Yeah, I was really glad that my health did well, as well. And of course, we were also really careful about COVID. We wore, we actually ordered a whole bunch of the KN95 masks, I think. It's funny because Dan and I both placed orders simultaneously without realizing it, and then we couldn't cancel any of them. So we have a lot of masks, is what I'm saying. But so we wore those masks on public transportation and really anywhere that was pretty crowded, which I think helped keep us fairly healthy. So Lynette, hello Lynette. Yeah, Lynette. So I need to convince Dan that we should get a PlayStation 5 because, like, I wanted to play Hogwarts Legacy, but Cindy is helpfully giving me additional arguments for it, which include playing It Takes Two. So, oh, Debbie, yes, my artwork did arrive from Mina Lima. Dan and I are so excited. So that's actually one of the videos that I wanted to film before we left for the beach, and I just did not have time. I'm gonna do a video showing all the Harry Potter stuff that we got in Europe. Yeah, there just wasn't time since we were home like not even 48 hours before leaving for the beach. But I'm excited to be like, here's all the nerd stuff we got, because we got a lot of nerd stuff. Well, I mean, we got a lot of Harry Potter stuff, basically. But yeah, like the stuff from the Mina Lima store, and then the stuff like from the photography exhibit. It was a lot of Harry Potter stuff. So, yeah. Jeff should definitely come mansplain the PS5 and It Takes Two to Dan. So, which that reminds me, so some of so Dan and I, of course, we're married, so we have our own inside jokes. So two of them are, like, we don't have kids, so he doesn't tell dad jokes. He tells Dan jokes. And then our other inside joke is that when he drinks, and Dan doesn't drink a lot, and like we don't drink often, and when we do drink, we usually do not drink in large quantities. But occasionally we do, and Europe was like 4 weeks of occasionally drinking in large quantities. But he just really likes to explain everything when he's been drinking. But it's not mansplaining, because he's not doing it just to women. He does it to everyone. So we have called it dance-slating, but when he drinks, he likes to over-explain things to everybody. So, yes. He tells Dan jokes, and he dance-plains, and those are the things that we do in our family. Like, I love bad punny jokes, okay? They are hilarious. In fact, my best friend's dad, like, I went out with them to dinner several years ago, and we were, like, all in the car together, and he was just telling one bad joke after another, and I was cracking up. And, of course, he was thrilled to have a new audience who was genuinely enjoying his jokes. And so, you know, he made the comment that, like, I was welcome to come to dinner with them anytime, you know. And then his wife and my best friend were like, Rita, like, you don't have to pretend to like his jokes, you know. You are welcome to come back to dinner regardless of whether or not you laugh at his jokes. So I had to explain that I was genuinely laughing, but it wasn't just me trying to be nice. But yeah, give me a bad joke and I will just laugh nonstop. But yeah, my dad, like, I remember the first time my dad told a dad joke. I think my twin brother and I were like 8 or 9. And so my younger brother would have been about 3 or 4. And my dad was like, hey, do you guys want to hear a dirty joke? And of course, we're kids, and we're like, oh, man, Dad's going to tell us a dirty joke. Like, that's, oh, you know. So then we're like, yeah, Dad, like, we want to hear one. So then he, like, you know, he leans in real close to us and says, a white horse fell into the mud. And that was it. That was the dirty joke. Yes, Cindy, I am on the bed. Oh no, did I freeze? No, okay. Yeah, I'm on my laptop, and I'm just in our bed in the bedroom because it's the only place I can be quiet. And I have a completely not great microphone. This is the mic that I actually use for filming that I put up to my attached to the camera. But I forgot to pack the external webcam for my laptop. So I just hooked this up and I just have it like sitting on my laptop. I actually have my laptop plugged in. My laptop is fine for streaming. It's actually just my phone that is honestly the problem. Because the battery does not like me using it. But I'm only streaming for like another 10 minutes because the family is going to our favorite restaurant for dinner. Like our favorite fried fish, completely unhealthy and totally delicious. I don't know why you're not receiving enough video to maintain. Okay, well, there's probably some sort of buffering or something going on based on the error I just received. But I'm on condo Wi-Fi. So, not a lot of control over the Wi-Fi. But yeah, I guess like my legs are probably bouncing slightly on the laptop, which is making it move. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, it's so glad. I'm like really glad to be back. I definitely miss streaming, but I had to take a real vacation in Europe. That's why Dan would only let me do my one video. We did like we took video for what'll be. I'll use a green screen. When I get home to film a video, but we took like background video for for a YouTube short. And nobody has guessed where we were. But yeah, we did something very specifically in Harry Potter, in Paris. And no one has figured it out yet, which I find amusing. So, I'm excited to get that done because, like I said, it'll just be a short, and I'll use the green screen, and I'll be like the video that we took because it was too loud to like try and get an actual video. Thank you, you guys. It is really nice to be back, and yeah, it's. My dad is so funny. We're like, okay, I guess we can go to the beach immediately when we got back from Europe. And he said, yeah, nothing's better for getting over 4 weeks of vacation by going to the beach for a week. So, yeah, that's what we're doing now. And, yeah, it's just really nice because it's both my brothers are here. And, like I said, I haven't seen my younger brother since 2019 because of COVID. And his fiance is here. And my aunt and uncle actually flew in to surprise my dad for his birthday, which is pretty cool because I haven't seen them since 2019, and a lot of people in our family haven't seen them in even longer. So no, we did not do King's Cross Station for the platform experience. We wanted to do that back in 2016, but they were there was some sort of construction going on in that area. Did you follow in the footsteps of Nicholas Flamel? So Nicholas Flamel is actually, so that's not the thing I've been hinting at, but yes, we visited his house, like his actual house, not where they filmed, but the actual house where the actual Nicholas Flamel actually lived. But I don't think, I think we just took pictures. I don't think we filmed anything there. No, that's a really good guess, though, because we did actually do that. No, the thing that we filmed, like I said, it's super specific, and I'll give you guys one more hint. This is a really big hint, okay? So since y'all are in my live stream, y'all get a really big hint. It's super specific, related to the movies, which it's a huge hint. So it's something in Paris related to the Harry Potter movies. How was Dirty Myrtle this week? So we were actually in North Myrtle, which is like always way calmer than regular Myrtle. Yeah, so North Myrtle it's been fine. And we rent chairs and umbrellas. So like that's pretty nice to have and really convenient. No, Lynette, I could act out a scene. Steph, the video's not up yet. Dan and I filmed the background of the video, and then when I'm home, I'm going to green screen it and have the background that we filmed. Just because it was too loud. Like where we went is not that popular. Compared to other places in Paris, but since we were there in June, there were a lot of tourists. Cindy wins the contest. It wasn't an official contest, but yeah, Cindy, that's exactly where we went. Yeah, we went to the Musée de Cluny, and yeah, we filmed the tapestries. So since Cindy guessed it, I can tell you guys now. The films, when they were coming up with decorations for the Gryffindor common rooms, they took inspiration from these amazing, gorgeous, historic tapestries from this medieval museum in Paris. So it's the Musée de Cluny. And it was closed when we were there back in 2016. So it's one of the only museums Dan and I did this time because he didn't want, since this was our second time going to Paris together, he wanted to do all new things, which I totally understand. Um, so, like, I really, first of all, I like this museum, period. Okay, I have been to this museum 4 other times. Okay. Um, so this is a great museum. But of course, like, the last time I went to the museum, I had no idea that these tapestries that I already loved, like, they're beautiful tapestries, and their condition is phenomenal considering how old they are. Um, and their tapestries, it's a set of 6 tapestries. It's the 5 senses, and then the 6th one is, in French, it translates to my soul desire. So that one's kind of like mysterious, like what it means. But each one is a tapestry of a woman and a unicorn, and then other scenes that represent one of the 5 senses. They're stunning, but they inspired the tapestries that are hanging in the Gryffindor common room. So yeah, so that's the short that I'm going to do. I'm just basically going to be talking about it. Although now that Lynette's suggested I do a scene, I don't know. Maybe I'll dress up as Hermione and like do a little scene in the common room. We'll see. But that video is not up yet. I'll probably film next week when I'm there. But yes, good job, Cindy. Cindy figured it out. So, I'm scrolling back up. Oh, Debbie says that the King's Cross thing is pretty cool. But you do have to ask a fellow queuer to take your picture if you don't have someone with you. Yeah, we were in London for such a short period of time, and Dan didn't want to do tons of Harry Potter stuff, so, like, we did go to some of the filming locations for Diagon Alley, which was really cool, and we crossed the Millennium Bridge, which was cool, just, like, Dan likes bridges, so that's why we did that. And then, of course, we did the photography exhibition. But yeah, we just, when you're married, you have to balance things out. And for some reason, Dan doesn't want all of our trips to be like 100% Harry Potter. It's just weird. Like, I don't get it. He was already being so supportive because I kept making plans with all of my friends. I'm like, okay, so we're having dinner with, like, we had dinner with one friend Thursday night, another friend and her fiance Friday night. And then, of course, we did the whole Wizards Unite meetup on Sunday. And I was trying to make plans with 2 other people in London. And then, of course, Norway was with my friends the entire time. And Germany, we didn't get to meet up with anyone in Germany, but I tried to meet up with, like, 3 separate people. And then Brussels, we met up with my friend and her boyfriend. Paris, I tried to meet up with people in Paris, but just, again, scheduling, timing didn't work out. But we still went out with my cousins. Yeah, I have a lot of friends and family in Europe. So we spent a lot of time with people. And yeah, and a lot of them were people I only know online. Like, not just the Wizards Unite people. So obviously Debbie, right? But one of the friends we met up with in London, and then my friend we met up with in Brussels, I know from Instagram. And I've known them for years on Instagram. So getting to finally meet in person was really lovely. Cindy, yeah, we had fun in Brussels, but we were only there for a day. And it was pretty chill. Like, it was mostly, like, eating and drinking. Cindy, we went to Dusseldorf. And then we did spend a few hours in Cologne because our train to Brussels was out of Cologne. So we just got to Cologne early so we could tour the cathedral and the art museum. And then, yeah, we took the train from Cologne to Brussels. So Anyway, it is 4:30, and I have to put on a dress. And I don't have to, but I have to put on something besides a bikini top and bikini bottoms with a tank top, which is just what I've been wearing around the house, or the condo. Because, yeah, we're going out to dinner with the family, and we have to get there early because there's 9 of us, and the restaurant doesn't take reservations. So I have to throw on a dress. Maybe shave under my arms because I think all of my dresses are tank tops. And I've been very European about shaving. It's great. So, yeah, Sydney, not Hamburg. I was talking to Air Muggle about it. We were trying to make it work, and sadly, it's just gonna work. But we tried. Thanks, everybody. It is so great to be back. And I will be back for a full 2 hours Thursday next year. Next year. Wow. I will be back Thursday of next week from my actual house, and I'll be playing Lego Harry Potter. So, but thanks y'all for hanging out with me. Thanks for being here when I came back. It's really nice to be back. So, until next time. Au revoir, witches.